Hey everybody, welcome to 2026. Happy New Year. I'm kind of shocked that we're in 2026 already. Is anybody with me on that? Like, it's kind of blowing my mind. But hopefully I'll get used to it soon. Hey, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie. I am a little person, so I'm only 3 feet tall, and I am also blind. And this is just gonna be a fun little New Year chat. The last few videos I posted have been songs, music. And I thought it's been a while since we've just talked, and I want to check in with you and see how you're doing. And I thought it'd be fun to talk a little bit about the holidays. And then I also want to tell you some of my plans for 2026, including some of the things I'm planning for this YouTube channel. So stay tuned. I am going to put timestamps in the description, so if you're interested in one topic and you just want to skip to it or jump around, you can do that. So my first question for you is, how were your holidays? How are you doing? How was your Thanksgiving, your Christmas, New Year, blah, 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 your New Year? Tell me whatever you want. I would love to hear if something special or cool or fun happened, or if your holidays stunk, you can tell me that too. I would just love to hear from you. And if you want to tell me your stories, I will tell you mine. So I thought I would start by telling you some of the fun details about my Christmas. And my Christmas was really good. The month of December was pretty fun. Now, I will tell you before that, Thanksgiving was kind of a bummer for me because I got sick. I had some kind of weird virus. We never figured out what it was. I went to the doctor like 3 times, and it wasn't COVID or the flu or anything, but I had a fever and I had to stay away from my family. So I ended up eating Thanksgiving dinner in my bedroom alone. So anyway, it was kind of a bummer, but it's okay because I got better and then things, improved for Christmas. Although I did get sick again at Christmas time, but I didn't feel too terrible, so I was fine. All that to tell you though, I don't want you to think my life is perfect. But I did enjoy the holidays a lot, as much as I could with all that excitement going on. But I got to go to some really fun holiday, like Christmas parties, and I wanted to share a little bit about one of them. So, one of my favorite parties every year is with some of my blind friends. And we get together every Christmas and just have a really good time. And my favorite thing that we do at our Christmas party is we play the game that I like to call the blind white elephant gift exchange. And because I can't see, opening presents can be a little bit stressful or a little bit of a bummer for me because I can't really see what I'm opening. And then when you're in a group setting and a bunch of people are opening presents or whatever, it just can be a little bit of a like, I feel kind of left out because you can't tell what's going on or who's opening what, and especially like a white elephant thing. Hey, if you're not familiar with White Elephant, I'll just tell you that it's a game where everybody brings a wrapped present and then you take turns. And when it's your turn to open a present, you can pick something that hasn't been opened yet, or you can steal gifts from other people. And then everybody has different rules kind of about how many times something can be stolen or whatever. And sometimes they're really nice gifts, and then other times they're things that are used and maybe regifted, or sometimes they're just dumb or whatever. But you just never know what you're going to get. So I always enjoy it just because it's kind of unpredictable and fun to see what everybody ends up with. But at a typical party, I feel a little left out and bummed, or it's just a little bit harder because I can't tell what's going on. But and I will say some of my family members are really helpful and awesome, or my friends do try to tell me what's going on. But in my group of blind friends, when we get together for our Christmas party, I know that everyone's in the same boat and other people have the same feelings I do about, hey, what's going on? I can't see. So it's really fun because we make our white elephant game as accessible as we can. So like at that party, if you go pick out a present when it's your turn, you're allowed to touch and feel the different packages and presents and bags and things, and you can tell, oh, this is bigger or whatever, or you can choose based on how something feels. And then as everyone is opening their gifts, we always have somebody who is sighted in the group describe everything to the room. So that way, if you're not able to see, you can still tell what is being opened. And it's really fun. So I love that. And I'm not just listening to everyone go, ooh, ah, and I'm thinking, hello, what's happening? I'm missing it. So it's always a great party. Plus, I love getting to see my friends that I don't get to hang out with as often. And it's just so cool. It's like a happy reunion. Okay. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm talking a little fast. I hope you can follow me. Okay, so I wanted to tell you what I got this year at the Blind White Elephant party. So I stole something from someone. I know, can you believe it? I stole something? I usually don't, but occasionally I will. But when I heard about this present, I was like, ooh, I think that might be mine. And the guy who had this, I don't think minded. I don't think he minded that I stole it from him because he was a guy in his 20s and I don't know that he really wanted this. Okay, here it is. You ready? I have it sitting on a step stool next to me. Okay, can you see this? Hopefully it's in the frame. This is a music box. And it was obviously owned by someone before. It was gently used. There was a piece that was broken, so we just had to glue that back. My stepdad helped me glue that back. Thank you. And glue it back on. What am I trying to say? Anyway, so this is a pretty decent sized music box. I haven't decided where I'm going to keep it yet. We'll see. But it's three-dimensional. It's really cool. It's basically a living room scene and it has teddy bears on it. And I love it because I can feel everything. So like in the back of the living room scene, there is a piano. So I can feel like the piano keys on it. It's super cool. And then there's, I think there are 4 teddy bears on it. One of them is playing the accordion, I believe, or some instrument like that. And then the others are dancing. I think there's one bear that's not playing an instrument. Or maybe he's playing something, or playing the drums. I forget. Sorry, I forgot to ask my sighted friends before I filmed this. It's been a little while since I opened it. But he's doing something fun. And then these 2 bears right here are dancing. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm like confusing myself. I'm gonna let you hear the song. So you wind the little dancing bears around in a circle and then it plays the song. Now tell me if you can guess what song this is. What do you think? If you know it, put it in the comments and I'll tell you if you're right. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm putting it down now. Hopefully it won't sing too much longer and be annoying and distracting. So that was really fun. It was a fun little surprise to take that home with me. So I also wanted to share with you that I got to spend a lot of time with my family this Christmas. I really enjoyed that. And my favorite thing was that I actually got to spend the night on Christmas Eve with my brother's family, and I got to be there Christmas morning when my niece and nephew got up and saw what Santa brought them and opened all their gifts and stuff. And I loved getting to be there for that. There's such sweet moments and getting to be with my little kiddos. My niece is 2 years old and my nephew is 8 years old. So they're at such fun ages. And I loved it. And then the fun thing was my niece, the 2-year-old, actually got a playhouse for Christmas. Her 2 grandmas went in together and got her this really nice playhouse. And it's not like, a lot of them I've played with, been inside, they have been like plasticky. And this one was really nice. It was actually made of wood. I think it was cedar wood. And so she loved that, and I loved it because I got to go inside and play with her, and I'm the only adult who can really get in there and play. So I love that, and it was really cute. It has a doorbell on it and everything, and when I walked in, I said, "Ooh, I love your house, and I love how it smells. It kind of smells like a hamster cage because it's made of cedar." So That was fun. Now for New Year, I'm going to be honest with you. I am filming this before New Year's Eve because this is when I have time to film this. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for New Year. But knowing me, I'll probably try to go to bed by like 9 or 10 o'clock unless there are crazy fireworks outside my window. You never know from year to year what's going to happen with that. But anyway, I'll have something fun before I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'm sure I'll do something exciting. But what did you do for your New Year? And I also want to know, do you make New Year's resolutions or goals, or are you somebody who doesn't do any of that? Tell me in the comments, do you have any goals or dreams or resolutions for 2026? I want to know. So I personally am not a resolutions girl, but I do always try to spend extra time with God in the new year, or at the beginning, or no, I said it wrong, the end of a year. And I just kind of like to reflect over the year that we're finishing and see, how did I grow this year? What would I want to do differently next year? Or, all that kind of stuff. And I always try to ask God about his dreams and his goals for the next year. And I ask myself, what are my dreams or what are my goals? And then I also try to evaluate my priorities and make changes where I feel like I need to, and just kind of work on, like, what do I want to focus on, or how do I want to do things differently, So for me personally, I'll tell you I'm like, hold up the two fingers here. I'm going to tell you two of my New Year goals for 2026. So one is I'm going to work on having better phone boundaries. I read a book recently called How to Break Up with Your Phone. I believe it was by Catherine Price. And it wasn't like the best book ever. I think I might have given it 4 stars. But it did really inspire me to think about how I use technology, and specifically my phone. And I've been pondering ways that I can improve my relationship with my phone. So, for example, I have a tendency to check my email a million times a day. I don't know why. It's just something I do because maybe if I have a free minute, I'm like, oh, let me see if I got an email. I don't know if I'm expecting something magical to show up in my inbox or what, but it's like this weird compulsion to just check my email all day. And like, that is so unnecessary. Let's try just checking your email once a day. That's all you need to do, just once a day. So stuff like that, just kind of evaluating how can I improve my technology, whatever, my relationship with technology. And then like saying goodnight to my phone at bedtime, and like at a certain time, maybe 8 o'clock every night, I'm just going to turn on Do Not Disturb and not check my phone again, because it can get you so wired before you go to bed, right? So things like that. And then my other goal is I would like to practice the piano more consistently. I've been practicing, but it's been kind of hit or miss, and I feel like I could do a lot better with that. So I want to maybe do like a once a week set practice time. And then I also want to record all of the songs that I know how to play, because I would love to have a collection of all my songs. So I actually started doing that in 2025, and I think I got about half of them recorded. And so this year I'm going to do the rest if I can. So we'll see. It's kind of fun to have goals for the piano and see how much I can improve in the year. And I want to learn some new stuff too, because it's been a while since I've learned a new song. So there you go. Those are a couple of my personal ideas for 2026. And now we're going to transition and let's talk about my YouTube channel. So you guys, I'm kind of calling this my state of my channel address. So I launched this channel on August 1st, 2025. And as of right this minute, I have 161 subscribers. You guys, it's been amazing. I'm so surprised. I don't know what I was expecting, but wow. I've gotten so many more subscribers than I thought I would have at this point. And I have so enjoyed getting to know you all, getting to interact with you in the comments, and just all of your support and your responses to my videos. It's just been so amazing, and I just want to thank you for supporting me, for commenting, for liking, for sharing, subscribing, all that you've done. I just really appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about my goals for 2026. Now, first, let me say, so far my schedule has been, I have been posting a new video every other Friday. And you might notice that this video is not being posted on a Friday. I am posting this on a Tuesday. And that's because I've decided to try posting on Tuesdays from now on, at least until further notice. I'm still kind of experimenting on what works and what works like with my schedule and all the different factors. There's a lot to consider. So I thought, okay, let's try Tuesdays for a bit and see what I think of that. And then my goal for 2026 is, instead of posting every other week, I would like to get to where, well, that was a weird sentence. Let me try that again. I would like to post a new video every week. I know, isn't that crazy? I can't make any promises about when that's going to happen, like when I'll start once a week, but just know that I'm working toward that goal. And when I started this channel, I decided to do every other week because I knew I would need extra grace to get started, because there's so much to learn when starting a YouTube channel. Especially for me, not having vision, it's just been a lot to figure out. For example, when I started this process, I don't think I'd ever used my camera before on my phone. I had no reason to take pictures or videos, so step one was, oh, how do you take a video? And then figuring out how to set things up so that I could do this every time, you know, like having a tripod and putting it in the same place every time and all of that kind of stuff. It's just been a lot to figure out. And I've loved the process. I really have. And I've learned so much. And, you know, just even learning like how to use YouTube Studio and how to edit videos, how to do timestamps, thumbnails, all that. And you know what, you guys? It's so interesting. When I first started, my thumbnails were so not impressive because the only thing I knew how to do was let YouTube like do the default thumbnails, which basically they just take a clip from your video and use it as your thumbnail. So all my videos, the thumbnails was just me, you know, they were just me smiling or whatever. It's just so boring. But I recently figured out that I can use ChatGPT to create thumbnails. And I can't tell you how excited I was when I learned that I could do that. And I can do it sort of independently. I just tell it what I want it to do and it does it. But I have learned that I still need my sighted mom to peek at my thumbnails before I use them, because ChatGPT will do random things that it doesn't tell me it's doing. So there was one thumbnail I showed my mom and she's like, who is this random person in your thumbnail? Like, what's this picture of this person we don't know? And I'm like, I have no idea. It was just a random lady. So anyway, I've learned, like, I did not tell it to put a random lady in my thumbnail, but it did it for some strange reason. So I can't always count on it being accurate, but a lot of times it's pretty cool. It works pretty well. And yeah, as long as I have someone peek and make sure it's decent, I'm pretty excited to do that. Now, I don't even know what my thumbnails look like compared to other YouTubers, and they might still be less than impressive. But at least it's not just me in every single thumbnail waving at you or something, you know? So that's been really cool. I'm still learning. I'm still getting the hang of this YouTube channel thing, trying to figure out what my best workflow is, and then figuring out when I can film videos is kind of tricky sometimes, because sometimes my life is so unpredictable. I'll think, oh, I've got all this free time, I can film some videos this week or next week or whatever. And then life happens, you know? Things come up and my free time disappears and I'm thinking, okay, well, change the plans. So I'm still getting the hang of this, and I do know it's getting easier all the time. So again, my goal is to figure out how to like get to the point where I can post every week and it's not going to be a major, you know, majorly stressful situation. So that's where I'm heading, and I'm super excited about it. I would love to get to hang out with you guys more often, right? Now, I've already done some filming before now, and I've got some videos that you'll hopefully be seeing in the coming weeks and months. So some of the topics I've already filmed are, sorry, I'm trying to find my place in my notes. Okay, so one video I've done already is I'm talking about how I find clothes and how I adapt clothes to fit me. Another one of my favorites I'm excited to post is how I solve Sudoku puzzles as a blind girl. Yay, that'll be fun. And another video I have is I share about guide dogs and my thoughts on whether or not I'm going to get a guide dog. I've got some more Q&A videos for you. And, oh, and my next video, I've actually decided I'm going to post it next Tuesday because this one is not that exciting. I'm just rambling about New Year and stuff. But yeah, so I decided you deserve one more video sooner than usual. So next Tuesday, I plan to post my favorite books of 2025. So for all my bookish friends out there, yay, I hope you enjoy it. I love talking about books. So yay, that'll be exciting too. Let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, my other goal for 2026 is I want to film more demos. I think it's really fun when I can actually show you stuff and demonstrate how I do things in my everyday life, rather than just a whole bunch of videos where I'm sitting here talking to you. Because I do those a lot, and I love that too, but I think it's even more fun when I can demo stuff so you can watch me doing whatever. So I'm working on that and trying to figure out how to go about doing more demos. So yay. Now, as always, please feel free to comment if you have any questions you want me to answer about my life or anything. Let me know if you have any suggestions or ideas for videos I can make in the future. Tell me what kind of things you want to see. What do you want me to do? And yeah, there you go. That's all I have for you today. So I hope this has been fun. Thank you so much for watching. And if you made it to the end of this crazy rambling video, I am very amazed. Thanks for watching to the end. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2026. I hope and I pray that this year is absolutely wonderful for you. And yeah, thanks for being a part of this journey. I've loved getting to spend this time with you. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, if you want to keep doing this with me. I would love it. And hope you have a really great day. And we'll talk again soon.